Realizing and experiencing the virtue of peace. Part 2. Yesterday, we have explained how the virtue of peace exists in human souls through the world drama or cycle of life. In this message and the next one, we explain how we can experience our original state of peace, experienced during the initial phases of the birth-rebirth cycle, and the eternal peace of the soul world. To have both these experiences, the basic principle that I need to remember is that to experience peace, I need to concentrate on it. Concentration means creating thoughts about it and visualizing it at the same time. Secondly, to experience peace, I need to separate myself from my body and surroundings in my consciousness. So how do I bring these two principles in practice? The first session of the Rajyoga meditation course, as taught by the Brahma Kumaris, states a simple fact and makes me realize it, that I am not this body, but I am an eternal soul, a non-physical star, like spiritual energy, situated at the center of the brain, close to the hypothalamus and pituitary gland, which are parts of the brain. We visualize the soul at the center of the forehead, just above the eyebrows. The original nature of the soul is peace. The body is my costume or vehicle through which the soul expresses itself. Now, to experience the peace experienced during the initial phases of the birth-rebirth cycle, my mind takes the above fact or wisdom from my intellect, which is a reservoir of spiritual knowledge, and where the above fact is stored. Then, my intellect, which possesses the decision-making ability, judges the thought as to whether it is a right or wrong one. Once my intellect, based on the wisdom it possesses, is convinced about the fact, it judges the thought as right. Next, I take this process further. Along with creating this thought, I visualize this thought on the screen of my intellect. I see my star-like, white or golden light form just above the eyebrows, radiating white or golden rays of peace in all directions. I do this exercise for a few minutes. This concentration exercise then leads me to an experience of peace, as a result of which a sanskara of peace is created. This is the peace experienced while visualizing the soul or spiritual self in the body, but as a separate entity from the body. It is the peace experienced in the initial phases of the birth-rebirth cycle, while being on the physical world stage, and while being a part of the birth-rebirth cycle. Tomorrow, we shall explain how we can experience the eternal peace of the soul world